Hi, changebringer. Yes, you are a changebringer. Did you know if you change something inside of you, something will change in the world, and in the universe? That's how powerful you are. No, you don't have to believe me. Do not believe me. Please check it out. Check it out how powerful you are and how everything works. So in this video today, we're going to bring some changes again. And this video is all about playing the victim. I see a lot of people in my environment, but also people who ask my advice and on social media. Oh my God. Yes. So I see a lot of people playing the victim. That's what I wanted to say. And if you know this, if you look until the end of the video, then you will stop playing the victim, because there's a big reason why you should stop it and what you can put in place. Okay, so first of all, victim. What is the victim? I will describe it to you. Describe it to you. What I mean with playing the victim. Okay. So first of all, I hear people, I cannot do that. It's too hard for me. I always are unlucky. The cause is always outside of you. There's always an excuse why the things happen and how it happened and why this person did this to you. You know what it means, playing the victim. Okay, so I don't put a lot of time in that. So what happens if you play the victim? And the ego loves the victim, because then you don't have to take responsibility in any level. Yeah, okay. But it's fun to take responsibility because you can determine your own life. So here we go. Playing the victim means that if you play the victim, you will be victimized again. That means you will attract predators. You will attract situations and events that make you feel the victim again. Yeah. Do you want that? Ask yourself, do you want that? Do you want again to lose a loved one, or to lose something you don't like, you really like, or to end up in a situation that you feel unhappy again, unpleasant emotions, you name it? That's the victim. And then the cause is always outside of you, the outside of you. Yeah. This because of that and this person and that situation and that event, whatever. But if you know how powerful you are and how you create, well, you don't create, you produce. Let me specifically tell you how it works and how I experience it. You produce frequencies. Thoughts, emotions are all frequencies. Everything is our frequencies. Okay, good. If you produce unpleasant emotions, if you produce low frequencies, unhappy thoughts, like I can't, I don't have enough, nobody loves me, I need to, nobody acknowledge what I'm doing, or nobody values me, or whatever, in whatever situation. Yeah, you put out a low frequency out there, and you beam it out, you beam it out, you beam it out. What comes back? The universe is unconditional. It gives it back to you so you can experience the same experience. The universe doesn't think, today, no, we're not going to do that. Today, it's not a good day to do that. No, it always says, of course, you're right. If you're unhappy, you're right. If you're happy, you're right. If you say the glass is half full, you're right. If you say the glass is half empty, you're also right. So if you play the victim and you tell that, The world is attacking you. The world is taking things away from you. The world is not working together with you. You're right. Do you understand? You're always right. So, do you wish this? No. So, let me give you inspiration. There are many, many other characters that you can play instead of the victim. You can become the inspirator or the creator or the communicator or the teacher or um, the person who brings people together. So I don't know how you say that in English, but the connector, for example. There's so many roles you can play, except for the victim. So if you are, for example, the teacher, you will attract students. If you're the inspirator, then you will attract people who are looking for inspiration. If you're the communicator, then you attract people who can't communicate or want to improve their communication. If you are the connector, you attract people who are looking for somebody or something, and you connect them. You see how beautiful life can be? Instead of being the poor me, poor me, poor me, and then end up in more poor me. And if you play the victim, you not only harm your own happiness in life, but you also keep the victimizing situation activating. You keep it rolling. You keep it rolling. So, do you want people, animals, nature, children be victimized? No, you don't. Nobody wants that. Why do you still activate it? Because if you activate something inside of you, you have an impact on your life. But don't forget, you have an impact on the world and the universe. That's how powerful you are. Remember, I always start these videos, and I mean it because it's the truth. We are so powerful. So if you keep playing the victim, and this is your role, and you took that role when you were small or something dreadful happened to you and you were in trauma, and then you decided, because you decided to play the victim, and you can undecide. Yeah, you can make a new decision. So what's wrong with being the inspirator or the communicator or the connector or the teacher or the whatever? Yeah, choose another role, please, and make this world a more fun place to be together. Because if you play the victim, or for example, you go and do some volunteer work, and then there will be people who take advantage of you. You work hard and people take advantage of you. And again, you can say, oh, they take advantage of me. And then I'm also a volunteer here, blah, 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 blah. I see these roles played so well by all these egos. But what does it bring for you? Then ask yourself, what does it bring for the world? Nothing. Misery. Misery. Do you want to stay on the misery street? I call it the misery street. What advantage has it for you to stay in the misery street? It only has advantage for the ego. Why? Because then the ego can complain. Oh, poor me, poor me. Yeah. But what does it bring in your life? What does it bring to the world? Nothing. Nothing constructive. In the opposite, it brings destructive, unpleasant, many unpleasant emotions, and you feed the low vibrations. We don't want that. We don't want to feed the low vibrations because we are high vibrations. Remember, go and see the video of self-love where light, love, warmth, wisdom, and power. Why would we choose to play the victim? There's no reason, except if you want to experience it, but Are you not fed up now playing the victim for a long time in your life? Choose another role. Please choose another role. It's time for us to choose another role. Humanity needs to get out of the victim and be this, the wonderful beings that we are. And we can do that. We can do that now. The energy is perfect for it. Let's do that together. Make this place a wonderful world. We can do that. And let's get rid of these egos who want to stay and play the victim. Ask yourself, what does it bring for me? What does it bring for my children? What does it bring for the next generations? What does it bring for my environment? What does it bring you? Nothing. Well, a lot of unpleasant, misery street situations. So choose, choose. Well, no, make a decision. We have a lot of choices. I have to correct myself. Don't choose, make a decision. Because if you choose, you're not 100%. There's still other options. But if you decide, like, oh, I don't like that victim, I like to be the communicator, or I like to be the inspirator, then that is a decision, and then something changes inside of you. Something will change in your world, in the world, and in the universe. And that is indeed how powerful we are. So see you in the next video, and look at the video of self-love. Then you understand how powerful you are. See you in the next video. Have fun.